Hello, everyone. It's Charlton. Please subscribe to my channel. Tap the notification bell. I'd appreciate it majorly. So, there's a report of another soldier being found dead who was stationed in Fort Hood. So there's been a number of these in the news. The most high profile was Vanessa Guillen, which that investigation is pretty much still ongoing. I haven't seen any updates on that recently, and that had, garnered like national attention. Her family attorney has sought an investigation from people up on Capitol Hill, from Congress, and she's gotten some traction with that. I don't know exactly where that is right now, but this individual, his name is Mejhor Morta, and his body was found July 17th, which was just this past Friday, near a lake nearby Fort Hood. Unresponsive. There's not a terrible lot of information about the condition of his body, whether or not, even if it's being looked at as a suspicious death. His death is being investigated, but they haven't said whether or not they suspect foul play. They're still awaiting a preliminary report on the autopsy from the medical examiner. It's being investigated by the Bell County Sheriff's Office, which is Bell County is where Fort Hood is located. And his body was found, again, unresponsive, near Stillhouse Hollow Lake Friday. It doesn't say what time, Friday evening, Friday during the day, who happened to, find him or anything else. He was missing. There's no reports of like a missing persons report or anything like that. And with all the press, the bad press that Fort Hood has gotten recently as it relates to Vanessa Guillen and the other individual, Gregory Waddell Morales, who went missing almost an entire year ago. I think August 19th was the last time he was seen, 2019. His remains were just found in the last month. June 19th, I believe, is when his remains were found during the investigation, during the search for the missing soldier, Vanessa Guillen. But there was no, I don't know if there was an official missing persons report filed or not. But his fellow soldier, who's interviewed in this report right here, does say that he went missing. So it must have been him and his fellow soldiers were aware. The base was aware that he was missing, and he was located. I'll play that. And he was located on Friday. I don't know how close this individual is to him, but he does speak about him, and that says Morta, Mejhor Morta was, like nobody. He doesn't see how anyone would have anything against him. He totally kept to himself, and was just sort of a low key type person, I think, is how he describes it. Hopefully, I can get to the point where he says he was missing.
Near Stillhouse Hollow Lake.
He goes off base, goes missing, and is found dead.
Officials say the 26-year-old was found in the vicinity of the lake on Friday. Hunter Prophet served with Morta at Fort Hood, Benning, Georgia. He remembers his battle buddy as a terrific soldier.
Extremely close. We hung out, did a lot of things, and then I see this thing come up last night from a lot of my battle buddies. They're like, Morta never did anything to anybody. He just really kept to himself, and that's what really made me mad about it.
Morta entered the Army less than a
So, like as his buddy was describing, they were extremely close, and he actually had said he reached out to his sister, who is presently in the Philippines. The dude is originally from the Philippines, but he's close enough to the family. This guy, and he's named in this report, Hunter Prophet. I reached out to his sister today, and they're currently in the Philippines. He literally came over here. He joined the U.S. Army to help move his family over here. He wanted to move his family. He wanted to make a better life for himself, and then we find out that this happened. So they must have been fairly close. But he was missing. He was off the base and missing. So again, I just don't know of any official missing persons reports put out there by. Notice put out there by the U.S. Army, in Fort Hood. Anyways, he is And these are just, he has two different Facebook pages, maybe even a third one, which is just has a profile picture on it. I don't know when he moved to the States. He went to, I think, a state college in Pensacola and lived there for a period of time. Like his friend said, I think he had joined the Army in 2019, which is not long ago, hoping to basically, I think, enhance his chances of bringing over the remainder of his family from the Philippines. I think that's what his buddy was suggesting in that report there. So, and he does have, I think, a good career there, even though it was just began in 2019. Private Mejhor Morta, 26 years old, was found unresponsive July 17th in the vicinity of Stillhouse Hollow Lake, Fort Hood officials said on Tuesday. So they just said that yesterday. Stillhouse Hollow Lake is a reservoir located in Bell County and managed by the U.S. Army Corps of Engineers, Fort Worth District. Officials have not said whether the death is considered suspicious. The Bell County Sheriff's Department is investigating the incident. The Black Knight family is truly heartbroken by the tragic loss of Private Mejhor Morta, said Lieutenant Colonel Neil Armstrong, commander of the 1st Brigade, 5th Cavalry Regiment. I would like to send my heartfelt condolences to his family, friends, and loved ones. Morta of Pensacola, Florida, entered the Army in September 2019 as a Bradley fighting vehicle mechanic. Since May 2020, he had been assigned to the 1st Battalion, 5th Cavalry Regiment, 2nd Armored Brigade Combat Team, 1st Cavalry Division, according to a statement released by Fort Hood Press Center. His award and decorations include Global War on Terrorism Service Medal, National Defense Service Medal, and the Army Service Ribbon. But he is he's now the third in the last month of remains of soldiers that have been found nearby Fort Hood that were stationed in Fort Hood, and like the fourth in the last 3 months, because there was Vanessa Guillen, there was Gregory Waddell Morales, and now himself. That would be in the last month, in between July and June. But another individual, which people talked about when Vanessa's case was in the news a bunch, was this individual was found in May 2020. His body, he was, I think, killed by gunshots, and his Jeep was found burning nearby, minutes later in an incident that this remains under investigation as well. Private First Class Brandon Scott Rosecrans, 27, of Kimberly City, Missouri, was identified as the man killed on May 18th, according to Fort Hood press release. And Harker Heights police responded to a call for a deceased person at 10:15 a.m. on Monday at the 2100 block of Fuller Lane. I don't know where Harker Heights is, how close that is to Fort Hood, I assume. He's stationed at Fort Hood. Minutes apart from that report, a 2016 Jeep Renegade belonging to Rosecrans was found on fire near the intersection of Douglas Fir and Jubilation Drive, the Harker Heights Police Department told Killeen Daily Herald. Rosecrans' death is being investigated as a murder, and Harker Heights Fire Marshal is working to determine the cause of fire. The Fort Hood press release indicated U.S. Army Criminal Investigation Command is also investigating Rosecrans' death. So, it's just pretty unusual, the number of deaths in such a short period of time, all pretty much, we have a stronger indication of what's going on with Vanessa Guillen, with the person who was suspected of killing her, Aaron Robinson, having killed himself, and his girlfriend having admitted to some things, allegedly, and participating in destroying her body and so forth, but that still remains under investigation, and there are many questions as to, motive and so forth. There's been, I think, the story that's been put out there by the Fort Hood authorities was that the girlfriend says that Aaron told her that Vanessa Guillen was going to report him for having an affair with a woman who had an estranged husband who was a former Fort Hood soldier, which is sort of a big deal. But that was put out there, I think, as motive to by Fort Hood. But that's in media reports. They haven't officially stated that. But here's another death. That's this individual was just found on July 17th, Friday, nearby a lake that is part of the Fort Hood facilities. It's managed by the Fort Hood Army Corps of Engineers or something like that. I lost where that was. It's in the Fox report, I think, right? The Stillhouse Hollow Lake is a reservoir located in Bell County and managed by the U.S. Army Corps of Engineers Fort Worth District. And that's the story there, man. Thanks for watching my videos. Please subscribe to my channel. Give me a like down below, and I will see you in the next video. Later, man.